Hey there guys, it's Tim, bringing another motivational message to you on Halloween Monday. Happy Halloween. I hope you guys have some great plans for tonight. Go out and trick-or-treating, a little bit of candy, but not too much, only in moderation. This is a health and fitness website. But that being said, let me get to today's message. And this was actually inspired by something I heard in a sermon by Pastor John Gray recently. And in the sermon, he stated this line that really resonated with me. And it was that the level of your adversity that you face is directly proportional to the level of your destiny. Let me repeat that. The level of adversity is directly proportional to the level of your destiny. And that really resonated strongly with me and really rang true as far as anything that I've gone through or tried to accomplish in my life, those things that I've succeeded at, the things that I've failed at, the things that I'm still working towards, even more so. And those are the things, we have these big goals sometimes we set for ourselves, and they take time, and a lot of times they take a lot more time than we think they're going to, or they take longer because, we want them to happen now, and we put a lot of resistance into the process. And this really kind of grounded me and brought me back to the truth of the fact that, this is something that it's going to take some work, and it's going to take some time, and going to take some patience. And it also reminded me of a quote that I recently read in The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And if you've never read this book before, I highly, highly recommend it. It's one of the personal development classics. Anything you're trying to accomplish, or if you're just trying to grow as a person in your life, or in your profession, or anything like that, this book has so much amazing knowledge in it, and still is one of the more laden books that I've read in the personal development genre. But that being said, the quote that was listed in here was from a man named Thomas Paine. And the quote itself goes like this: "That which we obtain too easily, we esteem too lightly. It is dearness only which gives everything its value. Heaven knows how to put a proper price on its goods." The first time I read that was like, whoa. That is powerful. Those are powerful words, and I have them written down on my phone, and I just look at them anytime I start to feel dejected or discouraged in my journey. Me as a Beachbody coach, I'm always trying to reach out to more people. I'm always trying to grow as a person and to grow my business. To have to work towards the dream of being able to work from home, to be able to set my own schedule and be able to make a living helping people. This has been one of the most fulfilling things that I've had a chance to do in my life, and I want to be able to make this, what I do for a living. And so I've had a lot of ups and downs in my journey, and a lot of times where I didn't know if this was for me, or that I should still be doing this, or I felt that things should be happening faster than they are, and all these different things that ultimately became challenges and obstacles for me, because I was expecting things to be quick and easy, and that once I put my mind to it, that it would just be off to the races, straight upshot linear line of growth. And that certainly has not been the case. And as I'm seeing and hearing from all kinds of other people who, whether they be Beachbody coaches, or whether they be people starting their own businesses, or whether they be people like you who are working on your health and fitness goals, the journey is really full of peaks and valleys. You've got a lot of ups, you got a lot of downs, you got a lot of times when it feels like you're not really going up or down. You're just kind of maintaining a set course in the middle. And I want to state to you very emphatically that no matter what your path or what your journey looks like, it is all part of the process. And that adversity, the more you come up against, the more you have to work through, the more you have to grow through, is all what is pushing you towards a higher destiny. The more of that adversity you have to go through, the greater the reward in the end. And that's something I want to remind you of, and I want you to be able to remind yourself of anytime you start to feel discouraged. If you are on a health and fitness journey, maybe you have a really big goal in mind. Maybe you're looking to lose like 100 pounds or more, 150 pounds. And maybe you've never really had a lot of success in this arena before, but you've reached a place in your life where you're fed up, you're ready to do something different, and you're like, I have no idea how I'm going to get to that destination. I have no idea how I'm going to get there, or even how I'm going to start, but I want to do it, and it's important for me to do it, and I can't not do it anymore because my mind has been made up. It is set on making this happen. And so I want to remind you that this journey is going to take a lot of you reinvesting in your why, in your dream, in the thing that originally inspired you to do this from the get-go. It's going to take a lot of you reassessing where you're at. How is your journey going? Are there things that need to be adjusted? And one of the things that often needs to be adjusted that we don't look at is our mentality, our mindset, how we're looking at the journey. You know, if you're about to go on a huge hike, you're about to hike up Everest, and your mentality is that, oh my God, that is such a big mountain, and I can't even see the top, and I have no idea, I've never hiked something like this before, and it's probably going to be really cold up there. I don't even know if I have the right supplies. I just don't know. I don't know if I can make it. I don't know how to do it. Maybe I shouldn't do it. Well, is that attitude, is that mentality going to get you to the top of Everest? Absolutely not. And that goes for any goal that you have in your life. And a lot of times we don't look at these things. Everest is sort of an extreme example, but sometimes, and actually oftentimes, we make our goals into these huge Mount Everests when they don't need to be. They just need to be a gradual hill that we just need to keep stepping along at. Now, we can't shortcut the journey, and that's what is also a big obstacle for a lot of us, is we want to get from here to there immediately, like a teleport over there. And unfortunately, there's just no way to do that. There's no shortcut to success. But we can greatly reduce the amount of anxiety, stress, anguish, self-hatred, self-denial, all the different things that we do to ourselves and roadblocks we put in our own way. It's like you have this clear path to the destination, but you keep throwing trees in the path, or you keep throwing big rocks in the path, or you decide, oh, let me walk back this way for a little bit, or let me jump in this stream and swim against the current for a little while. We do these things to ourselves that actually slow the journey down. And the point here is that we want to start to take a look at the fact that this is a journey. It is going to take effort. It is going to take consistency. It is going to take confidence and continually reinvesting in our own belief that we can do this, that we are on the path, even when it doesn't look like we're really moving. When you're walking along that path, you ever done this where you're hiking up a mountain and you're walking, and then you look up and it seems like you didn't get any closer to that next ridge or that tree that's a little ways up the path? It's hard to determine what your actual movement is. You got to realize, look, I've still been walking. I've been showing up. I've been taking the actions, even if they're little actions, even if they're tiny steps every day. I've been taking actions, which means today I'm a little bit closer to my destination, to my goal, than I was yesterday. It doesn't matter how far. It means I'm still moving forward. And the more you keep moving forward, the more you keep doing that every single day, the longer your strides will start to get, the easier it'll get, the less you'll be inclined to veer off path at some point. You'll just stay on that path and just keep going up. Realize there will be adversity, and realize the bigger your goal is, the bigger the adversity, the longer that path, the higher that mountain may be. But at the same time, the process to get there is exactly the same. You just got to keep stepping, one step after the other, okay? And if you stay committed to that, as I was saying, the bigger your goal, perhaps the longer the destination, perhaps the higher the peak that you're having to get to, but the greater the reward, the greater the view is going to be once you get up there. And you're going to have a chance to really just take in what you just did and look back on that big long journey that you just came up and realize, I did it. I did it. So I hope this message resonates with you today. If you do have questions or comments, anything you'd like to add, post them right up in the comments section below. Have a great Halloween, guys. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.